Today we're changing the oil in a 1996 Chevrolet Corvette. Here's everything you'll need to change the oil. This is a 15 millimeter, 9/16 will also work, and it's just a ratchet. Got your oil filter. I want to use the AC Delco. It comes with the car, so I use that, and it's a PF52. And then obviously your 10W30 or 5W30. Use 5W30 if it's cold out by you. Use 10W30 if it's warmer. So if you live in the north, then use it for the summer and use 5W30 for the winter. Then your catch can for the oil and a funnel. And it's a pretty simple thing to do. First step, go to your engine, loosen this so that your oil could breathe. So as you unplug your oil plug, it'll let it breathe and go out quicker. And let the car sit after you put it up on the ramps or jacks or whatever you like to use. Okay, second step. Move your oil catch can under your car. Now the oil pan is all the way there. It's right there. Okay? That's your oil pan. We're gonna go back there right now. And you want to make sure the oil is gonna come out, shoot out that way. So it's gonna go from here out here. So you want to make sure you have plenty of room back here, otherwise you'll make a mess. So here's a sideways view of it, if this helps. Here's your oil plug. Okay, and it's centered. So then righty tighty, lefty loosey. Let's see if I can do this while I'm using the camera. Now when you're doing it by hand, you want to push the plug in as you unscrew it, so you'll know once it starts dripping, you're ready to pull the plug. Kind of like that. Once your oil is done dripping out, we're gonna go and take the oil plug right here with the gasket on it, and we're gonna seal it. So take this and start screwing righty tighty, lefty loosey. Just hand screw it in for now. Take a paper towel. Get your ratchet. And now you want to torque this to 8 foot-pounds if you have a torque wrench. If you don't have a torque wrench, you could just use a small ratchet, the smaller version of this. This is like a normal size. You use the small one, and that's pretty much a tight pull on a small one. And this is like a half tight pull on this one. So now it's nice and snug, you see? Nice and snug. And then just give it a bit of a turn. You don't want to over tighten this. Okay? You want it to come off nice and easy. And besides coming off easy, you also don't want to damage the strip anything in here or damage the oil pan. Next step is going to be take off the oil filter, and that's another thing you don't want to screw on, or you don't want to screw this on too tight. So I should be able to do this by hand. Let's see. Yep. From last time, because I didn't screw it on tight, I did it just screw it on by hand, tight by hand. So I was able to unscrew this with just my hand. And here comes the mess. And make sure your oil catch can is right there. Just let this drip a little bit. Usually use gloves, but I didn't think I was gonna make a mess today. Get old oil on your hands, not good for you. Oh well, just wash it off. Same thing, righty tighty, lefty loosey. and let this drain, and here's what it looks like. So we're gonna get the old oil filter, let it drain here. I'm gonna get the new oil filter. So here's the new oil filter, and all you do is you have this gasket on here, you take oil and put it around the edge. And actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill this up with oil as well, because it's straight up and down. So the engine doesn't start without oil. So this is now filled with brand new fresh oil, and I'm gonna go and put it right in where the oil filter is supposed to go, right in there. Okay, once it grabs the thread, just twist it on. And you want to hand tighten this. You still want it to be tight, but only by hand. As tight as you can. Okay, nice. So now we have the oil plug and we have the oil filter, new oil filter put in place. So the oil is drained, we're gonna fill it up now, and then we're gonna roll the car off the ramps and start her up. So now we're gonna go fill the engine up with oil. Make sure you have a nice clean funnel. Take your cap that you already took off and use the rest of the 5 quarts. So you already put some in the oil filter, which is good. I'm going to put the rest in here. And after you do this, go back underneath, just check for leaks real quick. Shouldn't have any. Once you do that, roll her off the ramps or take her off the jacks and start her up. Keep an eye on the oil pressure, and then you're done. You just completed your own oil change. Oil in the filter costs $30. At an oil change place, costs you $50 to $100, depending where you take it. And you don't even know if they're doing it right. They're not putting the best oils in half the time. This is full synthetic, 10W30, best oil you could buy, and you know you're doing it right. Keeping the engine clean, wiping everything off as you go, and it's more rewarding to take care of your own car. This out. The cap on right away. Done. And that's how you change your oil. 1996 Chevy Corvette.